How are you today? We're going to talk about the power of perseverance because I think it's a good message for where we are in the world right now and maybe where you are in your personal life or your martial art practice or whatever it might be. Of course, I'm going to relate it to martial arts and to life because that's what I do. This is Andrea, the martial arts woman. What is perseverance? It means we're pushing through when we might think we can't do it, or we might think that the obstacle is too big. This past year has been really crazy, but we have to continue on, right? We have to continue in our own lives, in our own journeys. We have to face the realities, but also make a plan to keep going. How can you be more persistent, and how can you persevere in tough times? And yeah, they're the same messages really that I recycle and give in other talks, but the first point about perseverance is a positive mindset and believing in yourself and telling yourself, I can do this. It's as simple as that. Tell yourself these very simple words. I can do it. Because often it's our fears and it's our own negative mindset that's holding us back from success. Positive thinking is so important when it comes to perseverance, because in order to get through, in order to break through a barrier, you have to have confidence and believe that you can do it. So don't deny yourself that very valuable tool of believing in yourself. Even when nobody else does, you must believe in yourself. And if you do, you have the first tool, you have the first step to perseverance and the first step to getting where you want to go in your life. And martial arts teaches us that all the time. How many times have you started something and thought, I can't do this, this is not for me? And maybe you can't do it to a certain level of expertise. Some body types can't do certain things, for instance, or they can't do them easily. But that doesn't mean you cannot do it. It just means maybe you cannot do it to the level that you want, or to the same level as someone else who's an expert or doing really awesome. So first step in perseverance, believing in yourself, positive thinking, I can do this. Here's another tool that I use, and I use this one a lot, and it's called So Can I. And what I'm talking about is finding the people who are doing the things that you want to do. Do you want to be a podcaster? Then watch me, listen to my podcast, or watch me in the morning and take some of the ideas of what I'm doing that you really like and use them. And give yourself this mantra, because it's very simple. It's if others can do it, so can I. And I use this all the time. I never wanted to really be a podcaster. I've tried it in a couple of times, and it didn't really work out for me, and it was so technical to get everything listed, and now there's easier tools. And someone had me on their show, and then that's when that little light bulb went off. If she can do this, so can I. So decide what it is you want to do and tell yourself, if that person can do it, so can I. If that woman can be a great mother, so can I. If that woman can be a great martial artist, so can I. If that person can speak in public without fear, so can I. You can find whatever it is that you want to do and recognize the fact that we're all the same. We all have fears and worries, anxieties, not sure what to do sometimes, but that's okay. And if other people can do it, trust me, so can you. The next little lesson in perseverance is to take one step at a time. Martial arts, again, perfect example, white belt to black. Do you just hop from white belt to black belt? No, you don't. It takes a lot of time, it takes effort, consistency, dedication, practice, all of those same aspects that you use to move through the ranks in martial arts, you must use to move through the ranks of your life. It's that simple. You can't expect success overnight. A lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, you had so much success doing all the martial arts women stuff. No, I've been working on it for a long, long time. I continually to work on it. It's consistent. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. But take one step at a time. I can't go from being the martial arts woman on Facebook to the martial arts woman, speaking to millions of people. It's going to take me time. It's going to take one step at a time. So whatever your goals are and wherever you want to be, The way to persevere is to take one step at a time and stop worrying so much about the end result. Take one step at a time. It really is amazing what will happen when you write down your goal and you look at it and you take the steps to get there. You will make it. That is perseverance. Next, stay consistent and true. Who are you? Big question, right? How are you going to answer that? Who are you? My whole mission is to make the world a better place through martial arts and positivity. It's just a mission that I have. It's just about who I am. It's just about what I want to do. But who are you, and what do you want to do? Stay consistent to your mission. Yes, it's going to change over time. I've changed throughout my martial art woman, career of writing a lot about positivity to more martial art focus, to more martial art women focus. But it doesn't matter. I've stayed true to who I am and what it is that I want to do. But the question you need to ask yourself is, who are you and what's your mission? And when you get that set, nothing really can stop you from doing that. You have the power, you have the control, you have the ability to persevere and using the tools that I've talked about already, and I'm going to recap them at the end, so if you missed the beginning. Finally, be adaptable and flexible. It's great to have a goal, it's great to have a mission. However, life changes, you change, the world changes. Sometimes you need to change your specific end goal based on what's happening to you or around you. Don't be so stuck in a rut that you only have one thought in your mind about who you want to be or the goals that you want to set, and that if you don't attain those, that you've not achieved success, because that's not true. Success comes in many shapes and sizes, and even when you set something in motion and it doesn't quite work out the way you planned and you have to change it, that doesn't mean you failed. That means you've learned a lesson, that means you've grown, that means you're ready to move on. So be adaptable and be flexible, and you will persevere. And these are all great tools that I've learned from martial art training and from life experiences. Focus on what you can do, and you'll find that you can do so much. When you change and shift your focus from the negative, you can find so many positive things about yourself. And then you have exactly what you need to persevere and reach your goals and your dreams and become that person that you want to be. So let's recap for a minute, shall we, on how to persevere and why perseverance is so important. First of all, perseverance is important because there are so many goals and so many things that you want to do in your life. How do you get there? You can't give up every time an obstacle presents itself, because as we all know, there are obstacles and barriers all the time to the things that we want to do. So here are the tools that we talked about today about how to persevere. First, positive thinking. I can do this. Believe in yourself, even if nobody else does. Secondly, recognize that if other people can do it, so can you. If there's a goal or a way that you want to live your life, look at the people who are doing it already and decide if they can do it, so can I. Next, take one step at a time. There is no success that doesn't take time, effort, a lot of steps, and a lot of perseverance. So take one step at a time. That will help you persevere through the little obstacles that present themselves along the way. Stay consistent and stay true. You know who you are. You know what you want out of your life. Don't deviate from that just because someone else thinks that you should be different. Keep pushing through and keep being who you are, and you will persevere. Be adaptable and flexible. Times change, so do we. Constantly reassess your goals and your mission and where it is that you want to be in your life, and you will find success at the end. I hope that you enjoyed my little chat this morning about perseverance. I think it's important to really recognize that we can persevere, that we all have the tools, we all have the same tools, we have the same hours in the day, we have capabilities, we all have our own skills and strengths. So let's use them to be the better person that we want to be and to achieve success and reach our goals. So again, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to check out my podcast, the Martial Arts Women Podcast, where I interview fascinating martial art women all over the world. And my two books, The Martial Arts Woman and Martial Art Inspirations for Everyone, available on Amazon, or contact me for signed copy. You all have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with me.